Hey, Crown Content Publications, followers, viewers, supporters, and listeners. Thank you for clicking on my stream, my live today. Okay, happy Sunday to you guys out there from the Crown Content Publications YouTube family where publishing and marketing meet. If you're new to my channel, welcome 1,000 times. I am Arthur podcaster Miss Whitney, Miss Tetta Sherry Whitney. And I'm saying my full name like that because that's also my Arthur name, guys. Like my pen name, I chose to, still use my name. That's a little bit about what this topic, this stream on my lovely birthday is about today. Not about me, just why I do see me moving forward in my future, being blessed to see another year that wasn't promised. Um just really putting my foot on my own neck, like when it comes to my skills, how I'm really been promoting that I've been trying to help people. We talk about that on other segments, like finding the perfect audience and all that good stuff. For those new to this channel, that is what we talk about. This is what we do here. Okay, we say we're publishing and marketing finally meet because a part of our mission is to help market and promote independent writers, independent authors. Okay, I like to say authors because there are different type of careers in the writing sector where a independent freelancer, independent writer, or author, ghostwriter, whatever type of writer you might be. There comes that time where you might be looking to promote your work is what I was trying to get out. And I want to talk more about the Crown Publishing Content story today. So the channel name is Crown Content Publications for anybody. We don't want anybody, confused or get it misunderstood. We worded it like we did on the channel for a reason. But our official business and what we do, what we brought to you to, that's Crown Publishing Content. Actually, I publish my own work under my own, small business name. And that's just something that I've chose to do as an author. Sometimes you can brand that name too. We got to have these segments and talk about this stuff. It's a lot of people that don't know that at all. Yeah. It's more than just registering your business or doing a business name as you want to brand yourself, most definitely, if you're serious about business. So that's what we do here. We promote the power of entrepreneurship, the power of independent learning as well, just encouraging people to not only to read, because reading is not the only way to gain knowledge, but you know, um, definitely we promote independent learning on any level. College, you don't have to be a college student to go study. Or there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there already today on TikTok that um, are making money because they found out or they went and invested time in learning more about how to perfect their craft, their work, their skill set. And it's a lot of work. That's why we applaud you over here at Crown Content Publications and Crown Publishing Content. We also have merged a vast variety of services to bring to entrepreneurs to offer, I should say. We bring these content management service, publication services, homeschooling and independent learning consultations. Okay, limited bookkeeping consultations. And when I can, I am going to get on here and make sure that I am using my platform to also, most definitely promote the fact that Crown Content Publications is an extension of Crown Publishing Content. This business I started back in 2019. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday. But I do feel like, I'm definitely feeling 32 already. Happy birthday to me. Yes, I feel it all in my bones, all in my soul. Sometimes I even feel older for sure. But you know what? With Spider-Man's father told him, I said it on another segment because we do inspirational segments here on this channel as well, guys, because y'all know whether you're on the workforce or you're in the independent path of your life when it comes to your income, you definitely still need to be some type of rooted, grounded, right? Um, clear head, so that you can proficiently, if not do your job correctly as an entrepreneur, then bring your best skill set to work too, working for others. And there are entrepreneurs that work for others. I just love business. And for those that are new to this channel, I announced it recently. Just not I ain't gonna say not just announce the part of completing a program. Uh, actually completing a business program in college, but um how much I feel like it's changed my life. Just taking a second to because that's one thing school will do. It'll encourage you, kind of almost urge you to like go do more research about something, go study more, go read more articles than what the professor required or instructor required you to do. That's when you're beginning to grow and change, when you actually I mean, because you should be interested in what you're studying, I guess, anyway. That's what leads you. But sometimes we study because we need to know. I feel like that matters. We don't just study because you know what I'm saying, we're forced to. By law in a lot of places across the globe, you have to be getting some type of education between the ages of K through 12, whether it's at home or in some type of program. There's one. They got different programs out here too, guys. Like time for learning. What's the other one? There's so many. Just like off public school campus tutoring centers, or centers that might be available to help with tutoring at your local community colleges. And if it's not tutoring, then just if you're interested in a certain line of research, uh talking to those type of people, even in your local library, they'll point you in the right direction when it comes to I'm gonna keep it basic, your encyclopedias or whatever. People look for different things when they are trying to be enlightened, or when they're learning, or like I said it, I put it in the right words, trying to perfect what they do in work, their skill set, as much as possible. And that's commendable for any entrepreneur, any independent author, and that's why we support them. So I just wanted to kind of refresh everybody with what our mission is. You guys can actually find out more about our mission to assist independent authors and entrepreneurs in 2023 when you visit my website, www.contentcrownpublications.com. In the description section of this live, you can also find information like the link to where you can book a consultation about one of our area of different services, expertise when it comes to publications, um, or content management at all. Yeah, you definitely want to check that website out first, and then, uh, you know, it doesn't hurt to book a consultation, because that's the only way you really find out with this small business, Crown Publishing Content, if we might be able to help you or not. I think I'm gonna get on my show again soon and have, because that's something I've never thought about doing. Just having different people, Crown Publishing Content was able to help, you know, come on here and do their testimonial interviews with me. Even like, I mean, it might be different, but I would love to do like open review type segments with my business. Probably not like every week or nothing, maybe like a monthly thing. That's one thing about Crown Publishing Content. I love entrepreneurship because you can be as creative and visionaries as you like. Now, great things take time to build. We know that. But yeah, even in the building process, we're still merging and squeezing and pushing more services out to be able to help people. We even have classes, guys, webinars and things like that coming to the channel very soon. I'm a woman of my word, and this is a lot of what I've been working on up until my birthday today. So I just feel I'm grateful, 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 full of gratitude about life. I would say more grateful every year, more a new level of gratitude, if anything, uh, because I feel like some people don't. It's one of those unconscious behaviors we do out here, and we don't value our lives the way we're supposed to. I think my birthday is a great day to give a speech like this. on my little old podcast here. But because I want to start with me first. That's something that I chose to dig deep within and think about, not just on birthdays, but as I'm living life, as I begin to see more, learn more, grow. Knowledge is not all about, you know, eventually becoming the head honcho, big guy in the business corporate. I mean, we have goals and dreams in life. But knowledge should start within. I would say that for anybody. Knowing who you are, standing on who you are. I mean, loving who you are as well. And if you don't like something about yourself, changing it in the most positive way you know how, because that's another part too. A lot of people won't know better till they're shown better. How can they do better? Not just talking about me, but we're talking about in general in life. It shouldn't just be birthdays when we, not to be a party pooper or nothing. Actually, we're gonna do our celebrating more so tomorrow, me and my small family or whatever. But we're just saying in general, if we're gonna celebrate something, I wouldn't want to just do it on my birthday. I guess that's the Arthur poet in me. I might write a poem about it today for sure. The gift of life or something like that, for real, because I feel like I have a whole new perspective. Um, and we're still finna get into it of why I feel like I'm still gonna keep moving, and how my birthday makes me think about it. Look how the two tied together. But yes, guys, I am a whole Libra, September fall baby. What's up, Libras out there? Turn up. We made it at least to see another one, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. But even deeper than that, when I say our perspectives on life, how we value life itself, how we value the dead. Some people might feel like you shouldn't. In some cultures, it's very, very prominent that you respect the dead. You know what I mean? And life should be looked at the same way. It took many ways of me looking at it, before I came to my own personal conclusion. And yes, we all grow each and every day. You know what I'm saying? You might believe this in 2013, and by then you're believing something else. And I believe that's possible because you end up gaining more knowledge about things across the globe. Well, not just across the globe, thinking about myself here, but you get more knowledge about culture. Just, I could go on and on. I mean, and like I said, when you know better, you want better for yourself. You went within, you found yourself. And that's something that we definitely promote and encourage and inspire. Even upcoming independent writers, ones already in the game that might need encouragement here and there, and um, things like that. Because I'm about to go over some of the things I'm still planning moving forward, new birthday and all. And then, like I said, some of these services I'm going to name, you guys are going to see when you visit the website, www.contentcrownpublications.com. Uh-huh. But I'd like to get, on here more close and personal with you guys and kind of more explain too what you can expect when we name certain services, when we're promoting that we do offer content management, digital content management. That's a bracket of its own. Social media content management. We write scripts, uh we write manuscripts. Like I said, you don't know how we might be able to help you, and then we're not going to waste your time. That's why we ask you to go ahead and book those consultations. I believe a lot of my potential clients, knew within the first 15 minutes if I had something going that could help them on their entrepreneurship journey or in their independent publishing journey. Even deciding, taking that step to decide, hey, I want to go work with a publishing company, because maybe you don't see yourself as an independent writer. You got some work you feel like you can bring to the table, but you don't want to just push and do all the work that comes with just pushing your book on your own. Now, we talked about this on other segments, how a lot of books on our notorious Amazon Kindle today, when it comes to the facts and the statistics, are not copyrighted. we've already talked about this, but we don't put it out there for anybody to, look at those independent writers a certain way or anything. That's where I feel like my little small business comes in at when it comes to, just growing and doing the things that we could do to make us greater in our craft, like I said. And if it's a writing or publishing, then we should want that. Just like in the music industry and the movie sector, Hollywood, you got people that get in, do a few movies, get out. I mean, actually get star cast roles, but we never see them in another movie. I mean, we could talk about the greats, but I feel like those deserve respect in those sectors as well. Even if that person only did 3 movies and they never, but they already showed those be those type of stars. They showed that they can bring it. They can keep growing in that area of acting, to keep trying to, get better roles and things like that. I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, y'all, like, even I just feel like a part of it goes back to what I was saying. A part of that step, even deciding, when you find out you have the gift of writing, or that this might be your passion, or that you want to grow in this craft, there is help out here to help you. There are literary agents waiting on your call. There are publishing companies waiting on your submissions. Now, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about it a little bit. It even shocked me because we were talking about that step of seeing what's best for you. The publishing sector and industry is very great. There's so many different jobs, so many different places to get in it, just like the modeling industry, or anything else, right? There's so many different ways. I would never get on here and tell a beginning author one way of how to begin to start their journey, right? I might can just give my experiences. And that would be a great over the coffee table talk to aspiring writers, right? Like somebody that might just have a little experience versus somebody who might put this first book out. I try to look at it like that. I feel like I'm a great candidate to call myself a publishing services coordinator when it comes to what I do for my own small business. And being able to see that, I feel like that, talented people being willing to work with them, their first book could do more numbers than all of them I've tried to sell out together. And they're just coming to me for maybe advice, or, a few pointers, or woo woo woo. So what we've done is incorporated our ability to be able to help people do that into services. We said, okay, if a person might have a question, when it comes to the editing process, revision process, or illustration process of their book, if I know that I'm promoting and marketing that I would like to help people with these type of things, I had to create, services. This is my entrepreneurial journey. That like I said, anything we start, we could talk about Michael Jordan again. I bring him up a lot on my inspirational, motivational segments, just like these. But we all know he was the underdog at the beginning of his story. He didn't just come out a great, and that's what I'm saying. Back then, it was like, I mean, he might have went through his bullying and mocked phases, right? But If he was the type of person that didn't let that stop him, or he had the type of push, or somebody who saw enough to get it out, because we're talking about Michael Jordan now, to coach him to continue training, boom, look who he became. Look who he always was. Should I say it like that? But if you don't have a coach, advocator, this, that on the side, I don't want to say this, that, because I'm trying to be specific. You might have that type of influence. That's the better word. Positively. Now, that don't mean his coaches and parents and community was probably always the best people. I believe that. We could even go, I might even just do my own little version coverage segment on Michael Jordan's story, because it's very inspirational. He doesn't hold his name as a great for no reason. There's a whole story, and there always is. What are we talking about today? Publishing, and why I want to continue in the direction and field of work that I have chosen to, because that's where we got off starting it. Any independent freelancer, whether that's a writer, entrepreneur of any sort, anybody on a more independent journey, independent learner, independent researcher, and there's all type of different researchers out here, guys. Like, I mean, all type of different researchers. And if you learn that, hey, research is something I'm really into, who wouldn't want to make money in something they're already interested in, and growing more, in that area. ATL is another movie I reference to a lot. Like, there's different ones. I might name one. And when it comes to giving inspirational advice, that, if we have to look at celebrities' movies for people to see where I'm coming from, I'm like, let's look at it. You did have this group of friends, because they say who you flock together, all that matter. Birds of a feather flock together. I was never a fan of that quote. You cannot say everybody in a group is the same. They all have their different personalities, traits, characteristics, DNA going through them. None of them is the same just because they hang together. But I do believe that's true. There's another different type of saying where they're like, what they say, you hang around something long enough, you become it. I believe that. I believe that. So that one is a little more understandable or more realistic than just saying birds of a feather flock together. Here's why. In that movie I was finna reference to, for example, called ATL or whatever, with the star and K, y'all know, T.I. movie. See, there was a group of friends. They probably all grew up together and know each other very well, as we saw in this storyline. Here we go again with the publishing. It matters. So these friends all had their different personalities. You had one that was kind of like a repeat student, you know what I mean? Just not really focusing in school. Another one that's pretty ambitious. He's fighting the streets. He's fighting to stay out the streets versus doing better with his life for his brother. They was all going through different things. And I feel like it was still so funny. It just shows so many different walks of life. Some people probably feel like that movie was more trying to showcase the hoods of Atlanta or something, but it really wasn't. I feel like, no, the main message in that movie was, look at all the different characteristics in this group. Look at all the different personalities. You know, uh look how one, he's no matter what he got to do, he's doing all he got to do, trying to get, begging for letters of recommendation. I ain't gonna say begging, but y'all seen the movie. Everybody head in a different place, even on a level in high school, which is understandable too, but that never really stops in life, because everybody grows at different paces. Okay, so that's just something inspiring, like a talk I want to have and encourage independent writers and entrepreneurs again today about, you know with anything you are trying to elevate in, grow in, or do. Yeah, it's gonna almost require great change in your life. Your circle, all of it. Independent writing, broadcasting, communications, most definitely, because you got a lot of technology involved in it. A lot of different yeah. And if you go into that different field of work, even the models out there, musicians probably have their stories. Bands, all type of different musicians. The ones that actually sing and rap and perform the music, and the ones that actually help bring the music alive. So that's what we love, from the heart and understand already. At Crown Publishing Content, when we come on here to talk tips for writers and stuff like that, we got some other good segments coming this week as well, guys. This wasn't going to be a long stream at all. I just wanted to talk. That was my topic today, why I choose. Not that anybody asked me, but it was like a question maybe you think about on your birthday. Like, is this really a sector of work you would like to keep going in and really push it like never before? Because you have a right to, and it can help other independent authors and things like that, from the marketing, promotion, website traffic, um, merch, because could be outside of YouTube as well, like just promoting you, and you could get as creative as you want to. We're just kind of here to help you bring that alive. You know what I mean? You can get as we're not here to dim down anybody's vision ever. Thank you guys for tuning in to my little short. I am very grateful. Happy birthday to me. Thank y'all for tuning in though, for sure, showing me love. Make sure you hit that like button, even if you come across this stream later. 32 though, like I told y'all, I feel like I feel it for sure. But just staying focused, life, man. If you're not thinking about your life on your birthday, you're just thinking about turning up. Ooh, what is that about? Ain't nothing wrong with it, but take some time, reflect. You can't do that just drinking and turning up because it's your birthday, can you? Or because it's a holiday. Some people holidays have more significance to it than others. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But there's nothing wrong with turning up during those times either. Uh, I choose to continue on my path of growing my small business of current publishing content by, continuing to extend services in the content management sector, especially when it comes to those digital, website pages, or setting up shops, or helping you. And that's why we say independent and entrepreneurs, because it's a certain way. You're definitely going to have to plan or maybe try something different if your old way hasn't been working. That's what our consultations are here to help you do. We're in a new time. Everybody's doing everything online. Long as it's more convenient. All the businesses that's been understanding that have survived and are still flourishing, and whichever ways they are. So some of those content management services include social media, ads or scripts, digital media scripts, okay? Maybe you started a blog, you just don't have the time to write your content all the time. You got two jobs and you're in school too, and you got a dog, right? We understand. But we might can work something out with you where we're helping you to get those digital media scripts across your social media, or get those ads done, or get that email list covered and send all the content you need as frequent as you need. You can have somebody on your team to help you do that work, even if you don't need it full time. We offer these in the form of services, okay? Content management would also include manuscripts, okay? Business pretty much like resume profiles. Some people like to have those as like a digital um, file. They don't just carry around a folder anymore with a resume in it, or a summary of all their uh, professional accomplishments, right? So there's just a new way. We talk more about the type of those options when it comes to those and how we help people in our consultations. You can book those at Calendly forward slash dot. I'm sorry, it's Calendly.com// crown dash publishing dash content. That's how you can book a consultation with us. We help with content management like business plans. You might need somebody to help you put that business plan together. That should be at least a minimum of 6 to 8 pages long. And I said minimum on that. So we understand, and we can talk more about that in those consultations. Digital flyers, thumbnails, Those are important for YouTubers, TikTokers sometimes, video editing, book cover designing, logos, articles, blogs, resumes, pretty much that type of stuff. Just getting y'all in the head space of what we mean when we say uh, content management services. On the business advising side of stuff for entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs, because we definitely love helping to just pretty much bringing in discussions that could help make you more money because you're already doing so much by yourself as an independent author or freelancer of any sort. You're doing a lot on your own. You might need some business advising consultant. And we do have limited services on that side of Crown Publishing Content for now. Uh, Branding, trademark, loan grants and funding consultations, business accounting, limited business accounting services. Okay, so you have to book that consultation to see what I'm talking about. Online store setups, right? For those that are interested in maybe selling uh, knitted coats that they make, knitted blankets, right? It could be anything, jewelry or something, you know. Then you can hand out your business cards or have, you know, and it's like, hey, go check out my online store. That's where you can find my jewelry and order some, right? A lot of people, it seems basic, like basic information, but a lot of people don't know. You know, you still got, and which is nothing wrong with that. You still have people that hustle just straight footwork. They go out here, give out their cards, network market, all in person. It's going to take that too. But why not have an easier way? You know what I'm saying? Move forward with the times, have an easier way for your clients, customers, or followers to be able to access whatever content it is you're trying to have going or whatever, you know, you're promoting or advertising. Why not make that simpler for them? You got businesses, small businesses, even investing in apps for their companies, right? For their small businesses. These are options we might think, oh, I don't have all the money in the world, so I can't make it happen. Well, you don't know until, right? Well, some people would just say research. But you subscribe to a channel like this, you find out, yeah, you can still, you know, when you get certain business advising in your life, you find out a lot more about how you can grow your business for sure. How you can change things that haven't been working, whatever is going on with the taxes, you can look at all that. If you slow down, take the time, even if you are just yourself in the business. Two, three of y'all. That's what you call a small business. For real. Four or five. And then different self-publication packages and services on the book publishing side. Okay. Um, I'm gonna have some more. Y'all stay tuned with that website too. Make sure you bookmark it or something. I always encourage our followers to do it because I'm definitely gonna be constantly updating that website. But we do have some details on there about the self-publication packages and services for writers who might not, or potential authors who just might not have the time to write the book, or they don't know the proper direction to go. They don't know if they want to work with a publishing company or they want to work with a literary agent to get the book sold for them. But that's how our consultations look, helping you understand what this side of business looks like. So that's how that goes. You know, because you don't know what. I feel like you're not going to make the best option possible for you anybody if you don't know all your options, right? There's really three on the table, but you're only shown two, and that third could have been, you know. So that's how we like to look at ourselves at Crown Publishing Content. We like to be that third man. You don't need to forget about talking to, booking those consultations before you make decisions in the publishing industry, right? Especially for beginners. And that's why we interview authors on our channel as well, because, you know, some of them share their experiences. Or when we say experiences, not just with publishing companies or whatever, because I try not to get too personal with people, actual respectable authors about their business on their side. Maybe I'll talk to them off the show. But on some podcasts, they do. You know, they go all in and they ask them, you know, what their experience, what, you know, more questions about the publishing company they went through or signed with, you know, because they have contracts and stuff. This is not that type of segment where we talk about those details, but that's what those business advising consultations are for authors, okay? Or potential authors, and maybe I've met authors have went they never published with the same company, right? They would do they'll finish one contract here, then they go somewhere else, because sometimes that's what it took. They weren't going to stop what they were doing, but they might have worked with different publishing houses along the way. And they learned eventually. They'll all tell you that yeah, you definitely do your research, read the blueprint, read every contract for sure that you sign or get into. That's in any industry, modeling, gigs, sports, because a lot of athletes get signed every year. Uh, any contract you should definitely read. The times haven't changed. Most contracts, people see the money and they're sold, but you really have to read stuff. And as publishers at Crown Publishing Content, we definitely understand and know that you have to read stuff, and we encourage our clients, followers, customers too. Okay, you don't want to be too hasty, and you definitely have to be careful with what you're signing or getting into. When you have no agent at all, you just choose to be a freelancer. You have no agent at all. You definitely would have to be more careful. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, so I'm just giving a gist of what our consultation conversations with clients might look like. Like they might have questions. It ain't that you can't go look it up. Tell me I'm wrong. When you go look up any topic, Google's gonna offer at least 1,000 different information links, videos, all of it. So how do you know the right direction to go? Still, you jot down the notes you do. You go talk to professionals like Crown Publishing Content who can advise you. But at the end of the day, like I said, in the independent freelancing world, at the end of the day, it's all your decisions now, Mr. or Mrs. Freelancer, that makes or breaks, your future in that specific line of work. I think it's a very interesting topic. I'm definitely having a happy birthday so far, and this is what gives me joy. I hope that shows, like, cause the podcast segment and getting out here like this and getting out here on Spotify and stuff was not ever in my vision. Or we pick up where we need to. We can get panelists. We can do this, that, that. But there's always ordering things for sure. There's timing. It takes time. Uh, but I did want to mention that again too, because that's new. Like we're just constantly. That's why I said bookmark the website www.contentcrownpublications.com. You know, make sure it's definitely in your phone or somewhere you can always pull up, and that way when we update information about new things we have going, classes you might be interested in getting into when it comes to digital design, ebook publication, or just branding yourself as an independent author altogether. These are things upcoming, will be available this fall. At the same time, we have other things. Like I said, you just don't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe bell too. And that's another way you can follow and keep up with the growth of Crown Publishing Content for sure. Uh, we're gonna have these things coming up. Y'all don't want to miss it. We had a segment the other night about the reality of digital magazines, ebook magazines, pretty much whatever you want to call them, and how you can just pretty much get a subscription with magazine companies like People these days online. It could be looked at as more green friendly, right? That's less paper printed. You don't have tangible magazines anymore. You still have them. That's not my point, but it looks like they're soon to be. People rather read online. But this all did start all through regular print. And that's what I love understanding about the publishing industry as well. Like before all of the technology and everything right now, we had just old fashioned ink and whatever you're writing on, sackcloth or paper or sandpaper. That's all you had. Whatever type of paper, and the right type of ink. Then slowly, other things was incorporated chalkboards, right? It all started through a humble. So I look at, our growth in a very good light, right? Because writing itself, the art of writing itself, started from a very humble place. People lighting candles, not having electricity, writing with ink feathers, or what, these were the pens. It's laughable, but it's respectable, most definitely. And then newspapers, magazines, all this stuff, but original writing, what I was saying, is what opened the door to, everything else. But reading is fundamental as well. We said that earlier. Always. Even for your personal business documents, contracts you're getting into, you want to read things. Yeah, because it's your brand, or your, some people choose to operate as a freelancer out of a brand name, or they brand their name literally, which is something people do. Like, you had people like Sean John come out with his own club. Y'all know who P Diddy is, and he came out with his own clothesline. He branded that, or whoever branded Rockaware, and it goes on and on. But maybe they, trademark or just gain ownership or started their own clotheslines with their own brands. That's the main point here. And it's a beautiful sight. Because there's a lot of self-made people we can learn from. Self-made millionaires, thousandaires, billionaires, trillionaires. That's just a fact. There's many of them out here, and like, it doesn't stop. The tree doesn't stop growing because it's a new time. These guys are out here getting rich off of gaming these days. Just playing the game all day. They found creative ways to earn income doing things like this. So I think it's interesting. These type of topics and conversations are important. A time or two when you do stop by to tune into any one of the Crown Content lives. I am accepting birthday love all day. My Cash App is at the bottom of the screen there for anybody that wants to send us love. Any small or great contribution is appreciated, because 9 times out of 10, it's just going to go back into my channel, my business, and everything we're trying to help authors do. Okay. So either way, that's what you're helping support. There is more other payment options when it comes to donating and contributing to Crown Publishing Content when you visit that website, contentcrownpublications.com. Okay. So boom, that's that. I am I am going to go ahead and let you guys go, but we do have more informational segments coming this week. And you don't want to miss it, so hit that subscribe bell. And until next time.